Alright, what's up everyone? It's Jonathan. And today we're not just talking about travel, we're talking about journey. America. Man, this place isn't just a country, it's like a whole universe of different scenes, different vibes, all packed onto one massive piece of land. You've got deserts that stretch forever, mountains that scrape the sky, coasts that look like they're straight out of a movie. And trust me, there's no better way, absolutely no better way, to soak all that raw, unfiltered variety in than by grabbing some keys, hitting the ignition, and just driving. Forget the planes, forget the trains for a sec. We're talking about that feeling of the wheel in your hands, the windows down, and the horizon pulling you forward. So, in this video, we're doing something big. We're counting down the top 10 most scenic road trips in the entire United States. And I'm not talking about your average Sunday drive. We're diving into alpine passes that'll test your nerve, coastal cliffs that'll steal your breath, historic highways that whisper stories of the past, and island bridges that make you feel like you're floating. These aren't just roads, they're experiences. Each one of these is a legit, once-in-a-lifetime, bucket list journey that you will carry with you, I promise, for the rest of your life. The kind of trip that changes you a little bit. Get ready, because this isn't just a list. This is an invitation, so find your keys, maybe pack a bag, heck, pack two, because we're about to hit the asphalt and drive through some of the most absolutely stunning, mind-blowing routes America has to offer. We're talking pure, unadulterated adventure. Let's do this. This is Grandeur Escapes, and the road is calling. Kicking off our list, we're diving headfirst into the raw, untamed heart of Nevada with US Route 50. They call it the loneliest road in America, and let me tell you, that name isn't just for show. This isn't your typical scenic drive filled with lush greenery everywhere. No, this is something different. It's a stark, haunting kind of beauty. Imagine this. You're cruising for miles, and I mean through these vast desert valleys with nothing but the horizon and these colossal distant mountain ranges watching over you. It's the kind of place where you feel incredibly small, but in a good way. Like you're the only person on the planet. The air out here is different, it's crisp, it's clean, and the silence, man, the silence is something else. It's not an empty silence though, it's full of the desert's secrets. As you chew up the miles, you'll stumble upon these ghost towns like Eureka and Austin. These aren't theme park attractions, they're genuine remnants of a wilder time, whispering stories of boom and bust, of dreams won and lost in the dust. Driving through them feels like stepping back in time, a tangible connection to the grit and spirit of the pioneers who dared to carve a life out here. It makes you think, really think about what it takes to survive, to build something in the middle of nowhere. And the sky. Oh, the sky on Route 50. During the day, it's this endless expanse of the deepest blue you've ever seen. But at night, it's a whole other dimension. We're talking skies so unbelievably clear, so packed with stars, that it'll make even the most seasoned stargazer just stop and weep. No city lights, no pollution, just pure, unadulterated cosmos. It's like the universe is putting on a private show just for you. I remember pulling over once, cutting the engine, and just lying on the hood of my car completely mesmerized. It's an experience that humbles you. The undisputed highlight, though, has to be Great Basin National Park. This place is an oasis of wonder in the middle of all that beautiful desolation. You drive up into the mountains and suddenly you're surrounded by these ancient bristlecone pines, some of the oldest living things on Earth. Think about that for a second. Trees that have stood there for thousands of years, witnessing everything. And then there are the Lehman Caves, these massive, intricate underground caverns. Exploring them is like entering another world. It's a stark contrast to the desert plains below, a reminder of the incredible diversity hidden even in the loneliest places. So, yeah, the loneliest road. It might sound intimidating, maybe even a bit bleak to some, but trust me, there's an epic, profound beauty in that solitude. It's a drive that cleanses the soul, clears your head, and reminds you of the sheer scale and raw power of nature. It's not just a road trip, it's a pilgrimage into the quiet heart of America. If you're looking for an escape, a real escape, this is it. Solitude has never ever looked so epic, so inviting. It's a challenge, sure, but the reward is a sense of peace you won't find anywhere else. Alright, from the stark desert we're shifting gears dramatically. We're heading northwest, into the lush, emerald embrace of Oregon, to a place that feels like it's been plucked straight out of a fairy tale, the Columbia River Gorge Scenic Byway. This isn't about vast emptiness, this is about abundance. We're talking a 70-mile stretch of road that is absolutely jam-packed, with natural wonders. Think towering cliffs draped in moss, ancient old-growth forests that feel like cathedrals and waterfalls. So many waterfalls. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. The moment you turn onto this byway, you feel it. The air gets cooler, damper, rich with the smell of pine and wet earth. The light filters down through the dense canopy, creating this magical, dappled effect on the road ahead. It's like entering a different realm. And the waterfalls, man, they're the stars of the show here. You've got the iconic Multnomah Falls plunging down in two majestic tiers. It's one of those sights you see in pictures, but standing there, feeling the mist on your face, hearing the roar of the water, it's something else entirely. It's powerful. But it's not just about the big names. Tucked away along the route are countless other gems like the peaceful Lateral Falls, with its perfect single plunge into a pristine pool, or Horsetail Falls, which literally looks like its namesake. Each one has its own personality, its own little pocket of magic. You could spend days just hopping from one to the next, exploring the short trails that lead to their bases, feeling that raw, natural energy. It's a photographer's dream, but more than that, it's a nature lover's paradise. It makes you want to slow down, to really things. And then there's the history. This byway isn't just a pretty drive, it loosely follows the path of Lewis and Clark, those legendary explorers who charted this wild territory. As you wind along the cliffs, with the mighty Columbia River flowing beside you, you can almost imagine what it must have been like for them, seeing this incredible landscape for the first time. The panoramic view from Crown Point Vista House perched high above the gorge gives you a real sense of that scale, that history. It's a moment to just pause and absorb the sheer grandeur of it all. The Columbia River Gorge Scenic Byway is a testament to the raw, untamed beauty of the Pacific Northwest. It's a drive that rejuvenates you, that fills you with a sense of awe and wonder. Every turn reveals a new vista, a new cascade, a new reason to pull over and just stare. It's not a long drive mileage-wise, but you'll want to take your time to savor every single moment. It's a reminder that sometimes the most incredible adventures are packed into the most concentrated spaces. This is Oregon at its green, gushing, glorious best. Now, for something completely different, we're taking a drive deep into the heartland, into the very soul of America. We're talking about the Great River Road, a journey that follows the legendary Mississippi River. This isn't just a road, it's a sprawling, epic narrative that stretches over 3,000 miles, winding its way through 10 states, all the way from the headwaters in Minnesota down to the Gulf of Mexico and Louisiana. If you want to understand America, its history, its culture, its music, its food, this is the drive to take. It's a commitment for sure, but man, is it rewarding. Imagine cruising alongside this colossal river, the lifeblood of the nation. Sometimes it's a wide, placid expanse, reflecting the sky like a mirror. Other times it's a working river with barges chugging along, a reminder of the commerce and industry it has supported for centuries. The landscape changes constantly as you move south, from the rolling hills and forests of the north to the flat, fertile delta lands. Each state brings its own flavor, its own unique chapter to the story. It's like reading a great American novel, but you're it. This road is steeped in history. You'll pass through historic towns like Natchez and Vicksburg with their antebellum mansions and Civil War battlefields. These aren't just museum pieces, they're communities with deep roots, places where the past feels incredibly present. You can almost hear the echoes of bygone eras in the cobblestone streets and along the riverbanks. It's a chance to connect with the complexities of American history, the triumphs and the tragedies, in a really tangible way. It makes you appreciate the journey the country has been on. And then there's the music. Oh, the music. As you head further south, you enter the cradle of American sound. You'll explore the musical roots of Memphis, the home of blues, soul, and rock and roll. You can stand on Beale Street and just feel the vibrations. Then there's Clarksdale, Mississippi, the heart of the Delta Blues. These aren't just places on a map, they're holy ground for music lovers. The Great River Road is a soundtrack to America, and it's a damn good one. It gets into your bones. Finally, your journey culminates in Louisiana, and what a finale it is. The culture shifts, the air gets thick with humidity and the scent of incredible food. You end up in New Orleans, a city unlike any other, with its vibrant jazz scene, its unique Creole cuisine, think gumbo, jambalaya, beignets, and its infectious joie de vivre. The Great River Road isn't just about the views, though they are spectacular. It's about the people, the stories, the flavors, the sounds. It's a rich, immersive tapestry of American life, a slow, meandering journey that truly captures the spirit of the nation. Alright, buckle up because we're about to hit the most legendary stretch of pavement in American history. We're talking about Route 66, the Mother Road. This isn't just a road trip, it's a pilgrimage. It's a journey into the heart of Americana, a rolling museum of kitsch, nostalgia, and the enduring spirit of adventure. Spanning 8 states from the urban canyons of Chicago all the way to the sun-kissed shores of Santa Monica, California, Route 66 is more than asphalt and white lines. It's a symbol of freedom, of escape, of the classic American dream of heading west. Driving Route 66 today is like stepping into a time machine. Sure, parts of the original road have been bypassed by interstates, but the spirit? Oh, that spirit is alive and well. You'll find these incredible vintage motels with their glowing neon signs promising a clean room and a good night's sleep. You'll eat at retro diners where the milkshakes are thick, the burgers are juicy, and the chrome gleams under the fluorescent lights. It's a tangible connection to a bygone era, a simpler time maybe, or at least a time with cooler cars and better music on the jukebox. And the attractions. Man, the quirky, wonderful, only on Route 66 attractions. You've got the Cadillac Ranch in Texas, where you can leave your mark with a can of spray paint on half-buried Cadillacs. There's the Wigwam Motel, where you can actually sleep in a concrete teepee. The Blue Whale of Catoosa, Oklahoma. These aren't just roadside oddities, they're monuments to creativity, to a sense of humor, to a time when the journey itself was the destination, and people weren't afraid to be a little weird, a little wonderful. Each stop tells a story. The journey itself is a cross-section of America. You start in the bustling metropolis of Chicago, then you eat your way through the farmlands and small towns of the Midwest, places where pie is practically a religion. You cross the mighty Mississippi, venture through the plains of Oklahoma and the deserts of the Southwest, each landscape offering a new backdrop to your adventure. You meet the most amazing people along the way, the guardians of the route, the folks keeping the dream alive, always ready with a story or a recommendation. It's that human connection that really makes Route 66 special. And then, after thousands of miles, after countless diners and detours, you reach the end of the trail, the Santa Monica Pier. That feeling of dipping your feet in the Pacific Ocean after crossing a continent, it's indescribable. Route 66 isn't the fastest way to get from Chicago to LA, not by a long shot, but that's the whole point. It's about slowing down, soaking it all in, experiencing the layers of history and culture that make up this crazy beautiful country. Every single mile is a postcard, a memory waiting to be made. It's an icon for a reason. Alright, let's swap the mainland for island magic. We're heading to Maui, Hawaii for a road trip that's less about sprawling distances and more about intense, concentrated beauty, the legendary Hana Highway. This isn't your typical highway. It's a winding, narrow, 64-mile ribbon of road that hugs the coastline, carving its way through some of the most stunning tropical scenery on the planet. They say, the journey is the destination, and nowhere is that truer than on the road to Hana. This is a dry view. Picture this. You're surrounded by lush, dense rainforest, giant ferns, bamboo groves, vibrant tropical flowers everywhere you look. The air is thick with the scent of ginger and plumeria. And then there are the views. Oh, the views. Around every one of its 600-plus curves, yes, you read that right, over 600, and across its 59 narrow bridges, many of them one-lane, you're treated to breathtaking vistas of the Pacific Ocean crashing against dramatic volcanic cliffs. It's a constant dance between the jungle and the sea. This drive is an adventure in itself. It demands your attention. You can't just zone out and cruise. You're navigating tight turns, yielding on those one-lane bridges, all while trying to soak in the incredible beauty around you. But that's part of its charm. It forces you to slow down, to be present. And along the way there are so many incredible stops. You can pull over for a refreshing dip at an idyllic spot like Twin Falls, or hike through a bamboo forest to discover a hidden cascade. Each stop is a mini adventure. One of the absolute must-sees is Wayanapanapa State Park, home to a stunning black sand beach. The contrast of that dark volcanic sand against the turquoise water and the vibrant green foliage is just unreal. It's like stepping onto another planet. And further along, you reach the sacred pools at Ohio Gulch, sometimes called the Seven Sacred Pools, part of Haleakala National Park. These tiered pools and waterfalls are a truly magical spot, perfect for a swim if conditions allow, or just to sit and contemplate the raw power and beauty of nature. The Hana Highway isn't about speed, it's about immersion. It's about connecting with the raw, untamed spirit of Maui. Locals will tell you to start early, pack a lunch, take your time, and be respectful of the land and the culture. It's more than just a scenic drive, it's an experience that can be almost spiritual if you let it. By the time you reach the sleepy town of Hana, you feel like you've truly accomplished something, like you've journeyed to a different world. It's a slice of paradise, pure and simple, and a road trip you will never, ever forget. Alright, from the tropical paradise of Hana, we're rocketing up in elevation way up to the rugged, majestic heart of the Colorado Rockies. We're talking about a stretch of US Route 550 known as the $1,000,000 Highway. And let me tell you, this 25-mile drive between Silverton and Ouray is not for the faint of heart. It's thrilling, it's terrifying, it's absolutely breathtaking, often all at the same time. If you're looking for a road trip that combines jaw-dropping scenery with a serious adrenaline rush, this is your ticket. Why $1,000,000 Highway? Well, legend has it that the fill dirt used to build the road contained $1 million in gold ore. Another story says it cost $1 million a mile to build. Whatever the real reason, the views alone are worth a fortune. This road clings to the side of mountains, winds through dramatic canyons, and offers some of the most spectacular alpine scenery you will ever lay eyes on. We're talking sheer drop-offs, hairpin turns, and in many sections, absolutely no guardrails. Yeah, you heard that right. No guardrails. Driving this road requires focus, serious focus. You're navigating steep grades, tight curves, and narrow ledges, all while trying not to get too distracted by the mind-blowing vistas. You'll climb over Red Mountain Pass, which tops out at over 11,000 feet. The air is thin up there, and the views are endless, showcasing these incredible, colorful alpine valleys and jagged peaks. You'll pass by remnants of old mining towns, ghostly reminders of Colorado's rich mining history, clinging precariously to the mountainsides. It's a drive that feels wild, untamed. The beauty here is raw and rugged. In the summer, wildflowers carpet the alpine meadows. In the fall, the aspens turn brilliant shades of gold, creating a stunning contrast with the dark pines and the red-hued mountains. But even with all that beauty, your heart will be pounding. There are sections where the road is literally carved out of the cliff face, and you look down, way down, into the Uncompahgre Gorge. It's the kind of drive where you grip the steering wheel a little tighter, where every passenger is either holding their breath or gasping at the views. The $1,000,000 Highway is relatively short, but it packs an incredible punch. It's an engineering marvel, a testament to human ambition in the face of formidable nature. It's a drive that will test your nerves and reward you with some of the most unforgettable mountain scenery in North America. When you reach Ouray, often called the Switzerland of America, or the historic mining town of Silverton, you'll feel a real sense of accomplishment. This isn't just a scenic route. It's an experience, an adventure that puts you right on the edge, literally. Okay, let's take the adrenaline down a notch and settle into a rhythm of pure, unadulterated scenic pleasure. We're heading to the East Coast to a drive that's affectionately dubbed America's favorite drive, the Blue Ridge Parkway. This isn't about hairpin turns and sheer drop-offs. This is about gentle curves, rolling mountains, and a sense of profound peace. Stretching nearly 470 miles through the Appalachian Highlands of Virginia and North Carolina, the Parkway is a masterpiece of landscape design, built purely for leisurely travel and appreciation of nature. Imagine a road where commercial vehicles are banned, where the speed limit encourages you to slow down and soak it all in. That's the Blue Ridge Parkway. It connects Shenandoah National Park to the north with the Great Smoky Mountains National Park to the south, and every mile is a carefully curated experience. You're constantly treated to these expansive vistas of the hazy, blue-tinged mountains that give the Parkway its name. It's like driving through a living painting, one that changes with every season, every shift in the light. The Parkway is dotted with scenic overlooks, literally hundreds of them, each offering a slightly different perspective on the incredible landscape. You could spend weeks just pulling over, taking photos, or simply sitting and breathing in that fresh mountain air. But it's not just about the views from your car. There are countless hiking trails accessible directly from the Parkway, ranging from easy leg stretchers to more challenging climbs. You can explore waterfalls, delve into dense forests, and discover the rich biodiversity of the Appalachian region. It's an invitation to get out and connect. Beyond the natural beauty, the Parkway offers glimpses into the region's rich cultural heritage. You can visit historic Mabry Mill, a beautifully preserved grist mill and sawmill complex that offers a look at early Appalachian life. There are visitor centers with exhibits on local crafts, music, and history. It's a chance to learn about the hardy people who have called these mountains home for generations. It adds another layer of depth to the journey, making it more than just a pretty drive. Especially in the fall, the Blue Ridge Parkway becomes a pilgrimage site for leaf peepers. The forests erupt in a riot of color reds, oranges, yellows, creating a spectacle that is truly world-class. But honestly, any time of year offers its own unique charm, from the vibrant greens of spring and summer to the stark, quiet beauty of winter, though some sections may close due to snow. The Blue Ridge Parkway is a reminder that sometimes the best journeys are the slow ones, the ones that allow you to truly connect with the world around you. It's a soothing balm for the soul. Alright, we're heading north, way north, to Big Sky Country, Montana, and into the heart of one of North America's most spectacular national parks, Glacier National Park. And within this park lies a road that is an absolute engineering marvel, and an icon of alpine driving, the Going to the Sun Road. This isn't just a road, it's an experience that takes you up, 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 into a world of glaciers, alpine meadows, and wildlife that seems almost mythical. It's dramatic, it's awe-inspiring, and it's a drive you will never, ever forget. The Going to the Sun Road is about 50 miles long, and it's the only road that crosses Glacier National Park, traversing the Continental Divide at Logan Pass, which sits at over 6,600 feet. Building this road was an incredible feat, clinging to mountainsides, blasting through rock, all to provide access to this otherwise inaccessible wilderness. And the name itself, Going to the Sun, evokes that feeling of ascending into the heavens, which is exactly what it feels like as you climb higher and higher. The scenery along this road is just mind-blowingly epic. You start in the lower valleys, perhaps alongside the crystal-clear waters of Lake McDonald, with its colorful pebbles and reflections of the surrounding peaks. As you ascend, the views just get more and more dramatic. You'll see towering glacier-carved peaks, hanging valleys, and waterfalls cascading down sheer rock faces, like the famous Weeping Wall, where water literally showers down onto the road. It's a sensory overload of the best kind. Keep your eyes peeled for wildlife because Glacier is teeming with it. It's not uncommon to spot bighorn sheep navigating impossibly steep cliffs, or mountain goats grazing in alpine meadows. You might even see a bear or a moose in the distance. It's a reminder that you're a visitor in their world, a wild, untamed place where nature still reigns supreme. Driving this road feels like a true expedition into the wild heart of the Rockies. Reaching Logan Pass is a highlight. You're literally on top of the world, surrounded by a panorama of snow-capped peaks and flower-filled meadows, in the summer of course. There are hiking trails here that take you even deeper into this alpine wonderland. The road is typically only fully open from late June or early July through mid-October, due to the massive amounts of snowfall it receives. That limited window just adds to its allure, making the opportunity to drive it even more special. The Going to the Sun Road is more than a drive, it's a journey to the rooftop of America. Get ready for a road trip that feels less like driving and more like flying just above the water. We're heading down to the southernmost tip of the continental USA, to the Florida Keys for a journey along the legendary Overseas Highway. This 113-mile stretch, officially US Route 1, hops from island to island, connecting the Florida mainland to Key West, and it is, without a doubt, one of the most unique and breathtaking drives on the planet. Imagine turquoise water on both sides of you as far as the eye can see. That's the Overseas Highway. This road is an engineering marvel, a series of bridges, 42 of them, to be exact, that leapfrog across the shimmering waters of the Atlantic Ocean, the Florida Bay, and the Gulf of Mexico. The most famous of these is the 7-mile bridge, and when you're on it, with water stretching out to the horizon in every direction, it truly feels like you're driving over the ocean. The color of the water here is unreal, every shade of blue and green you can imagine. It's like driving through a postcard. The journey starts near Miami and takes you south, island by island, each with its own unique vibe. You'll pass through Key Largo, famous for its diving and snorkeling in the John Pennekamp Coral Reef State Park, Then there's Islamorada, the sport fishing capital of the world, a laid-back haven for anglers and ocean lovers. Further south, Marathon is a family-friendly spot with attractions like the Turtle Hospital. Each key offers opportunities to stop, explore, and soak in that unique Keys atmosphere. One of the absolute highlights is Bahia Honda State Park, home to what many consider one of the most beautiful beaches in Florida. The old Bahia Honda Bridge stands as a picturesque ruin nearby, a reminder of the original overseas railway that predated the highway. The views from the park are incredible, and it's the perfect place to take a break, swim in the clear water, or just relax on the sand. The entire drive is punctuated by these little slices of paradise. And then, finally, you reach the end of the road, Key West, the southernmost point in the continental U.S. This quirky, vibrant historic town is a destination in itself, famous for its pastel-colored conch houses, its lively Duval Street, its literary history, Hemingway was a resident, and of course its legendary sunsets at Mallory Square. The Overseas Highway isn't just about getting to Key West, it's about the incredible journey over the water, a feeling of freedom and escape that is truly unparalleled. It's a drive that will make you believe in magic. And here it is, folks, the #1 spot, the undisputed champion of scenic drives in America, and arguably, one of the best in the entire world. We're talking about California's Pacific Coast Highway, specifically Highway 1. This iconic route, particularly the stretch through Big Sur, is the stuff of legends, of movies, of dreams. It's a journey that hugs the dramatic, rugged coastline of California, offering jaw-dropping views at every single turn. If there's one road trip you have to do in your lifetime, this might just be it. Imagine this. On one side you have the vast, powerful Pacific Ocean, crashing against cliffs, swirling into hidden coves, stretching out to an endless horizon. On the other side you have mountains rising steeply from the coast, sometimes covered in chaparral, sometimes cloaked in towering redwood forests. And you're on this ribbon of asphalt, winding its way between these two immense forces of nature. It's a drive that makes you feel alive, that fills you with a sense of awe and wonder. The most famous section, Big Sur, is about 90 miles of pure, unadulterated coastal perfection between Carmel by the Sea and San Simeon. This is where the Santa Lucia Mountains meet the Pacific in the most dramatic fashion imaginable. You'll cross iconic structures like the Bixby Bridge, an architectural marvel that's become a symbol of PCH. You'll see McWay Falls, a stunning waterfall that tumbles directly onto a pristine beach. You'll want to pull over every 5 minutes, and honestly you should. This isn't a drive to be rushed. But the Pacific Coast Highway is more than just Big Sur. It officially runs much of the length of California. Heading south from San Francisco, you'll cross the Golden Gate Bridge, a thrill in itself. Pass through charming coastal towns like Santa Cruz and Monterey, explore the artsy enclave of Carmel, and then hit Big Sur. Further south, you'll encounter the rolling hills and vineyards around San Luis Obispo, the chic beaches of Santa Barbara, and the iconic surf spots of Malibu, before reaching the urban sprawl of Los Angeles, and eventually San Diego. Each segment has its own distinct character. Driving PCH is an experience that changes with the weather, with the time of day. One moment you might be bathed in brilliant California sunshine, the next, a mystical coastal fog rolls in, adding an entirely different dimension to the scenery. Sunsets over the Pacific from one of the many viewpoints are simply unforgettable. It's a road that inspires artists, writers, musicians, and anyone with a soul. It's the ultimate California dream, a journey of freedom, beauty, and the raw power of the natural world. It's more than just a highway, it's a destination in itself and a worthy #1 on our list. Woo! 10 incredible road trips, 10 chances to see America in a way you've never seen it before. From the desolate beauty of Nevada's Loneliest Road to the iconic cliffs of the Pacific Coast Highway, each one of these journeys offers something truly special, something unforgettable. These aren't just drives, they're adventures waiting to happen, stories waiting to be written with every mile you cover. The open road is calling, and believe me, it's a call you want to answer. This country is vast, it's diverse, and it's absolutely begging to be explored from behind the wheel. So the big question is, which of these legendary road trips is calling your name? Which one just shot to the top of your bucket list? I want to know. Drop a comment below and tell me which route you're dreaming about, or if there's an epic road trip we missed that you think deserves a spot. Let's get a conversation going, share those travel dreams, share those experiences. Your next great adventure could start right there in the comments section, inspired by someone else's journey. And hey, if you loved this virtual road trip, and you're hungry for more breathtaking travel guides, more inspiration, more ways to see this incredible world, do all the good stuff. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to Grandeur Escapes, and definitely turn on those notifications so you don't miss a thing. For all you planners out there, we've got you covered. Head over to www.grandeurescapes.com for downloadable road trip maps, gear lists, and even more tips to help you make these dream drives a reality. Until next time, stay adventurous, and I'll see you out on the road.